When you finally stop caring, everything changes. Everything in your life. Think of things that you were envisioning for yourself and how important you made those things and the things that didn't work out. Think of your mindset around those things right now and trying to figure out the why, the when, the how, and how much resistance you were placing on that thing to happen. And what if I were to say if you did less, that thing would actually happen quicker? Or actually happen if it completely did not happen? In the form of anything. We speak of opportunity. We speak of relationships. We speak of just overall well-being, a feeling of love, of flowing creative energy for your life. When you stop caring, when this shift will happen, it will happen a lot quicker. And it will come to life. The less that you place resistance on it. I can even talk about a personal experience. In the past year or so, I wanted to switch positions within my company. So I started to envision myself as the person that works in the office for that company at home every day, able to chat with you guys on a daily video, able to train people at the gym. But then I got lost in that shuffle of thinking, how am I going to do this? What am I not doing right? And probably the last 3 months after summer, maybe between September leading up to December, when the opportunity actually presented itself, I let go. I let go and I started living with the feelings of already having it. And my energy changed within that company, dealing with my employer. And when my energy changed to not caring anymore, they then realized that they needed me more than I needed them. And then the current position I just took over, well, the universe just reworked the story for me without me needing to go to work on it. And that's why I talk a lot about believing in God, trusting the universe, and letting go of resistance. Because the only thing that resistance is going to do is continue to reflect a familiar story. That life is not good enough, that this job's not good enough, and that getting a promotion's never going to happen. Same in relationships. When you place importance on that girl or guy to text you back, it's not going to happen. And when you let go, love life for the right now, love who you are, because you're awesome, because you feel like you're awesome, not because I say it, but deep down, you know I have your back. It's just the type of community I've built here on the channel. That's the type of energy I project. I don't project YouTuber energy. I'm better than everyone. Remember, we make ourselves all equal. And I want you to discover this loving, flowing energy, elevating your state of consciousness as I have done, as I have succeeded. And when I change my energy and let go, and envisioned myself in that office, and who would I be if I were that person? Out of the blue, when I didn't expect it. At Christmas time, I was hauled into the office and told, this job's not working out with this person who works the HR safety. Do you want it? Would you be capable of doing it? I didn't even have to think for a minute. I said immediately, yes. And then I started to envision myself, well, How would I be? How would I act, treat others, and think throughout a day if I was a successful HR and safety representative for a trucking company with no safety background? I became it immediately. And I was still driving the truck for months. And then I thought that the job was coming the week after Christmas. So then I went back into the old cycle. And he wanted me to keep checking in with him, but then that was me placing importance on it and caring how quick as it was actually going to happen, which kept pushing it further away from happening. It took roughly almost 3 months. But really, it didn't matter how quick I was going to get in there. This was the end, a retirement of a 12-year professional long-haul truck driving career that was going to be put to an end, and where I'm going to be at home with the people I love, my family, my dog, being able to look over my parents, being able to spend time with the individuals I love at my local gym, the clients I've built a very important relationship with, my clients I have an important relationship on my YouTube channel and my social media. I get to do all this now, and I just don't feel as restricted anymore because of the resistance I had let go of. And it all came with changing my energy through the meditations that I learned through Joe Dispenza and doing a lot of his meditations. And I did some on my own. And I also did a lot of Neville Goddard's techniques of just laying on my back and imagining for 20 minutes. When you wake up from sleep, instead of getting up, getting on the day, making coffee, reading, or getting on your cell phone, if you were to just lay on your back and imagine this new life, imagine it right down to senses of feeling certain things in your hand. Or for me, for example, on my desk, I would picture a cup of coffee from a coffee shop I would buy. I would picture the smells in the office. The same can be done if you're envisioning an amount of money coming into your life. You envision yourself with that check. See that check in your hand. See yourself going to the bank and cashing in that check. And how does that make you feel? And then start using that imagination technique every day, regardless of what you're experiencing. Regardless if your subconscious and conscious mind and body are telling you that this is not real, this is fabricated, you need to continue to persist in it. And that's what I did. And that's where things came to life. From day one with the YouTubing, making this type of personal development, mindset coaching content, there was a vision there. I started, and there was a lot of question. How am I going to do this? How am I going to get better? You get better by applying yourself and becoming it. So when I entered a state of being where I was comfortable with myself, it didn't matter what type of video I made, the video title, the hook on my thumbnail. It just doesn't matter. What matters is my energy here and now, being shared with you, sharing my story, and also sharing informative tips on how you can apply these techniques to your own life. Now, I can go deeper into them in private video calls with you, and you know how to get a hold of me. But I found when I let go of that resistance, and it's the same resistance you placed on that girl you liked from back then, that when you didn't get them, it created a suppressed feeling that women are going to do that to me. And same with you ladies. When something happened in high school, like you were insulted by that boy, told you were out of shape, it didn't make you feel very good, right? You suppressed that. And now you're always very careful and on guard which men, what type of men are going to treat you in certain ways, because you expect certain things that are related to that past event. But the only way to get that out of the system is to do some inner work with an experienced coach to get that stuff out of your system, bring awareness to it, realize that it doesn't just dissipate from you overnight. You got to work on it. And working on it is dedicating, at least 15 minutes a day to a meditation. That's you time. That's you taking your power back. You're reclaiming your energy. And that same type of energy is stuff we placed importance on the outside of us. Going back to this changing careers or opportunity, when I let go of sending resistance energy to my boss, my employment, my company, of I need an office job so I can be a full-time YouTuber here in my garage, make a video every day. When I let go of that, the energy was then brought back to self. The energy was let go of, the importance I placed on when I would get to retire from truck driving and be able to make even more abundance. Realize that my worth is more than what I was doing for the past 12 years and that I can do better. And I just became someone who takes action, became a go-getter, right? Change my energy. The same way throughout the months from day one, I've changed on here. I changed in real life situations, relationships with people. Everything changed. I'm just a lot more of a peaceful, loving human being. And this is not bragging. This is just telling you, I used to live as the victim that lived angry all the time, judging others, judging who am I going to trust, who am I not going to trust. And of course, when you get into this state of consciousness of loving, accepting, being willing to give and not need to receive in return, there are still going to be some negative energies presented in your life coming from other people. And you can feel that, but know it's not your job to win them over anymore. Know that you are strong just for being you, and that you don't have to take on their energy. And I know I preach kindness, love towards others, but when there's an individual that is stuck living unconscious, that purposely chooses to disregard you as a being, as a human, that they are living in a very negative, low state. They may just not resonate with who you are as a person. And you need to live with the courage and love that is happening for you. And that person would not be a good match, a good person to have in your life anyway. So God and the universe are helping you out there. And don't let it make you feel like you're unattractive. You walk by a person and they disregard you completely, or you didn't get that position that you applied for, because you know what? A better one's coming. And when you start to live with that mindset, you just keep taking action, not in a resistance way, not in a needing that job way. You do it with the assurance and the safety within your own body, the love, the acceptance for what is. And that is living in the present moment, like Eckhart Tolle teaches in his book, that everything is good here and now. We don't need to change a single thing. And when you stop changing a single thing, the mindset, the mind that's attached to the old life moments, you are living more for the now, and knowing your vision for the future is true. So you are living in a realization of the truth you have created as per law of assumption. And what you assume to be true, you cannot be denied the fact by God. He gives you a hand in this. You are not in conflict with the higher up, with your higher self, God. You are one with God. You and God are one. He is your Father. Same with me. When I allowed God's energy to come back within my life, the kingdom of heaven lives within me and all around me. It helps power my creations, whether it's here in music or at the gym in fitness or my social media content ideas. I do everything in a flowing, loving state. And I don't have to manipulate the outer world in the form of results for me to feel love, like I am making a difference. I do it because I feel like it's working very well. And that's the only reason I need to keep doing it. And you guys that give me feedback, that means a lot, but it's not the only thing I need. You know, and this is just to teach you, it's not to tell you that I don't care about your validation or you guys encouraging me, leaving comments and likes on videos for me to grow. I'm saying this to teach you that don't depend on social media likes for your happiness. You end up taking on a state of consciousness that you empower yourself. And in the type of material, books, podcasts, social media content, you will be picky on what you choose because what you place importance on and watch every day, that will influence you. So be careful if you're watching some stuff that has a negative impact on you or following certain people that post photos that make you feel negative, envy. It Learn what's good and not good for you and do yourself a service of removing yourself from those energies and people and influencers that are not good for you. And that's going to help you change your energy and your mindset around that big change you want to come in the form of an opportunity, business, new job, or relationship. So give that a shot this week. I thank you for watching this one. We'll see you on the next video.